Today I'll be differentiating between mini grid, off grid, and grid tie system. Since this word is confusing most of the people, I want to, elaborate between these three systems so that you understand what each of them means. Before I proceed further in explaining these three types of, solar energy system or solar energy setup, I'll have to define or tell you what grid is all about. Like I told you in one of my videos, grid is a system responsible for the delivery of electricity. So that is what grid is all about. If you hear the word grid or anywhere you see the word grid, talking about a system which is responsible for the distribution or the supply of electricity. We in Nigeria, most of us know about AEDC or EEDC, wherever you are. It depends on your geographical area, but we around here we use AEDC. So that is what grid is all about. Then if we talk about grid tie system in solar energy system, we are talking about you having a solar energy system. You have your solar panels, you have your battery bank, and you have your inverter, but still your solar energy system depends on the grid. It depends on other sources of electricity for it to work proper. That is what the grid tie system is. That is why it is grid tied. You get, so it works together with the grid. Then when it comes to off grid, we're talking about you having a solar energy system. You have your panels, you have your battery bank, you have your inverter, but it doesn't depend on the grid. It's non-dependency. It doesn't depend on grid for it to work. That is the off-grid system. It's completely on its own. It doesn't depend on another source of electricity or another source of power for it to work. Then when you come to mini grid, is another field entirely. A mini grid can be, you having Meccano, maybe a big Meccano supplying an environment or supplying a place. So a mini grid, when we talk about mini grid, we are talking about a small system which supply an environment. So when it comes to solar energy system, when you hear the word mini grid, what we are trying to talk about there is you having solar gadget or setting up solar energy system with high capacity solar products to distribute electricity. So if you go to most communities, they have this mini grid system. So this mini grid is when you distribute electricity to community using solar gadgets. When you use solar gadget to distribute electricity in a solar field, it's called mini grid. That is where you see like 50 kV inverter having 60 batteries, having 300 panels to supply a community. That is mini grid.